What's going on, everyone? It's Rich Heywood here from Big Ice Cream Productions and Team RTFC, welcoming you to yet another episode of Good Times with Retro Rich and Fun for Five. That's right. It's Wednesday, and it's another Fun for Five. Wednesdays belong to the Legends Ultimate Arcade Cabinet right behind me, which means we're doing another arcade game. But there was a link up this week, a link up between Master System Monday and the Arcade Wednesdays. That link is the game Alien Syndrome on the arcade. That's right. And the Master System. So we did our Master System Fun for Five on Alien Syndrome on Monday. If you want to check that out, go ahead, drop below. Check it out. It was fun. It was a good time. But now it's time to jump into the arcade and check out Alien Syndrome, the arcade version. How is it different? Is it better? Are there more things in common or less in common? Let's hop in and find out. All right, so as we do arcade Fun for Fives, of course, we do the box. We put me in the box and we put the full screen up so you can see all the arcade action goodness, as there isn't a way right now that I can directly connect that cabinet to here to do live capture as I'm playing. So we're just going to go right to the footage and let's talk over it. Go right back to the wrap-up. All right, cool. Let's do it. All right. Right away, you've got all sorts of cool stuff going on. You've got a cool FM soundtrack in the background. Although Alien Syndrome on the SMS does have the FM, what it does not have is that cool voice in the background. So there's no thing that says Alien Syndrome. There's no thing that says round one. There's no thing that says the timer is set. There's none of that. You can also immediately see, obviously, there's a little more beef in the graphics department here, as we're looking at the warrior Ricky, running around trying to grab his friends, getting hit by alien blobs that actually look almost 2.5D-ish on the screen, which is another difference from the Master System version. But the sprite work is pretty cool here. Colors are a little muddled, but nothing major. You've got a menacing soundtrack in the background. You've got cool sounding like laser beams and like that kind of stuff going on. So that's pretty neat. So, and the game itself has one other aesthetic difference. As you can see, each part of the screen that we're going to does not stop and then scroll over Zelda style to each new screen. We have we're now at a fully rendered full background that moves with the player, which is pretty awesome. Definitely a little bit added awesome to the aesthetic of this. So of course here I am going to the boss. Is we got our 10 hostages as we did for the last game. It's the same principle, same rules apply. You gotta get 10 guys. Then the exit door opens. It's cool that the game tells you go to the exit with a nice little screen. You just get a difference in mood or in the music on the SMS version. As you can also tell, the boss is just as hard as it is on the Sega Master System version, because I couldn't hit it for anything, but I forgot that each of these bosses does have a specific hit box that you've got to hit in order to do it damage, and it's that red stripe. So unless you're getting your shots lined up right in there, you're not hitting them. Plus, as I find out a little later, you really need a weapon to help you out. And those things on the wall, you've got your fire, your warp, and all that kind of stuff. It's the same as the Master System version, but I didn't actually know that you could pick that up until I ran into it by accident on a wall, and then all of a sudden I had the flamethrower, and I was like, oh, that's what it is. That's the flamethrower. Got it. Now it's time to really do some damage. But in the meantime, though, it took me a good couple runs to get to the point where I could actually even do damage to the boss, and then still, spoiler alert, I still couldn't quite get there, which was sad times for me. But overall, game is pretty cool. Oh, I finally did it damage and then died. But the game is really cool. I'm really digging like that kind of sinister soundtrack in the background. It is kind of cool. The FM soundtrack on the arcade version of this is really cool. It is actually really neat to hear. So, it adds to the atmosphere of the game. So I like the fact too that you don't have to have you don't have to go to the map or secondary screen to see the comrade list. It's right there on the bottom. You know what round it is, you know how much time is left, and you know what the comrades are right on the screen. And obviously in the Master System version, I don't think they actually could have that detail remain static on the screen, because they were using all of the other available assets to make sure that you could actually see what was going on. But obviously the arcade version has a little bit more power. This being, I want to say, this is maybe even early 16-ish bit on the technology on the board here, but I'm not positive on that. I mean, at least it was getting close. It was certainly more powerful than what the Master System could produce, that's for sure. So here's me and my pathetic attempt once more to go after this boss. Something I want to say, kudos to the people that make the game, because it really is a fun game. But I will say, if you have the very first boss and have a hitbox that small to go and hit it, I mean, you gotta give people that are sitting there at the arcade maybe a little shot, right? Maybe round 2, 3, 4, etc. they get real hot and heavy, right? But I mean, come on, guys, come on, you just throw us a bone here. And it's already hard enough. It's one of those one-hit kill games. Like, if you touch something, you die, right away. So you gotta just give it a little bit. Just give it a little, a little something, make it a little easier. So here I am, still going on. I thought I had actually died there because I got really close to that enemy. But I did indeed make it. Is this the one where I finally... There it is. I finally get the fire, and I'm like, oh, the fire! I get it now. I get it. And now here I am. I'm like, oh, cool. I'm going to light him up. Now look how many times, all right? Look how many times I hit the boss, all right? Still hitting it up. No, like, blinking anything. I'm still, like, like, doing this thing. And I'm like, now I'm getting frustrated because it's like, okay, I understand. I got to hit it in the red, but it's only open a certain amount of times, and then I get tagged. But I didn't even, like, dent this thing, and I'm throwing a flamethrower at it. I was like, frustrating. But anyway, I did just want to get to there so you guys could see that. So let's go on ahead and go into the wrap up. And we are back. There it is. There was Alien Syndrome on the Legends Ultimate Arcade via the arcade game that it is. Now, played it for 5 minutes, died a whole bunch, but was there fun? Was there fun had? I'm going to go ahead and say yes. Yes, there it is. There is the fun. It was had. No yeah buts. It was a close. It was a close to a yeah but. And that being that it just was brutally unfair on the boss battle. But I will say there is a lot of get good that I need to do. So I will give it the benefit of the doubt and still say that the fun was found. Because I do have that nostalgia thing for the Master System version that can carry on to the arcade version. I did play this when I was younger, and I did keep coming back to it because I wanted to get better. I just still, after all these years, couldn't do it. All right, anyway, it was a fun time. It was really cool, and I encourage you guys. I mean, you got a Legends Ultimate Arcade. You can get that game on there. Good times. Got a Master System. pick up the Alien Syndrome there. I just found out, I think it's also on the Game Gear. It was like, there's a whole bunch of different places to play this game. I want to say maybe there's a Genesis version of Alien Syndrome. I'm not sure. But, you know, just go and grab it and give it a whirl. You know, it's a cool little shooter. And, you know, it's I want to see more of it. I want to see more of it. So, you know, definitely, if I can, if I can infinite time, invincibility, just plow through this thing, that might be an old man mode for sure. And I can't do that on the arcade. I figure, oh, well, I'll just keep feeding it quarters, but it just resets you. You really lose all your lives. There's no continue. It's just you start over, which is also brutal for an arcade game for sure. So anyway, what do you guys think? Hit me up in the comments below. Also, speaking of comments below, if you guys missed yesterday's live stream, definitely go into the channel, hit the past live stream links right on the channel, and watch Good Times with Retro Rich episode 100. It was an awesome time. We had a great bunch of guests. Many of them are these friends right here. Yeah, a lot of them came and showed up and had some good times with me celebrating the 100 episodes. Like I said, it was a blast. You got some cool, you know, put on some headphones, go to the gym, listen to us, just chat it up. It was a great little hour 20. So it's perfect for a nice little workout or a run or whatever. Just go and check it out. Just go and check it out. And then, you know, of course, not only for the friends, you know, tell your friends about these friends, and then tell them about us here at Bacon Ice Cream, because, you know, we're just trying to have fun, trying to grow this thing and really do some good things for great causes, as is the mission of Bacon Ice Cream Productions. So you want some more friends though? You know, the friends that weren't able to make it because they were probably asleep. You got these guys right here. That's the friends from the UK on the Evercade side, talking about all sorts of really awesome stuff involving the Evercade's fans groups on Facebook, and you get a whole bunch of channels that do Evercade-based content. Check them out. Give them likes, give them subs, give them all the cool things as well. And it brings us back again once more to us here at Bacon Ice Cream Productions. We thank you so much for watching in general. And until next time, my friends, on the way out, if you could, boom, just hit it again. Just hit it. Just hit it. If it's red for you, just hit it. Hit that button. It'd be good. Awesome. We will catch you next time for some good times. I'm Rich, and we will see you guys later. All right. Take it easy.
Team RTFC.baconicecream.com